Turkey's growing role in NATO isn't just strengthening its strategic influence, it's also driving one of the country's biggest export success stories. Overseas sales have surged over the past year, underlining the sector's growing role in Turkey's trade with its allies. Fresh numbers released just days before the summit show defence and aerospace exports skyrocketed over 47% in the 12 months to June. Total sales touched nearly $11 billion, up from $7.4 billion in the previous period. NATO allies remained the sector's biggest customers, importing $6.2 billion worth of Turkish defence products. That accounted for more than half of all exports, with the top three destinations all belonging to the alliance. Officials credit stronger defence diplomacy, bilateral engagement and expanding international partnerships for helping Turkish firms secure new contracts overseas. The industry is also delivering far greater value than most of Turkey's exports. Defence and aerospace products generated an average of more than $65 per kilogram, around 40 times the national export average. The figures highlight Turkey's shift toward higher value manufacturing, with a growing focus on technology development and joint production with its allies. Harun Kara is a researcher at the SETA Foundation. He says Turkey has significantly expanded its domestic defence industry over the past 2 decades, increasing local production from 20 to 80%.
Turkey has transformed its defense industry from an import-dependent sector into a globally competitive industrial ecosystem. So, NATO is looking at Turkey very carefully. The first pillar is that Turkey's big gamer in the defense industry is that the localization rate has increased from 20% to 80% in the last 20 years. The continuous investment in research and development, engineering and advanced manufacture has strengthened the technological capacity of Turkey. And so, Turkey became a most popular and one of the most important players in the global defense ecosystem. The Turkish defense industry, now produce high-value product in aerospace, defense electronics, unmanned electronic system, and etc. As a result, the defense industry has become not only a security asset for Turkey, but also a driver transformation for Turkey. And it's an example of this kind of transformation in the globe. And as you know that NATO also emphasized the industrial transformation in defense expenditure. To make clear that not only military spending based on personal spending is important for NATO, but also the R&D based equipment spendings are important for NATO. During the latest period, June 2025 and this year, Turkey's defense and aerospace exports increased nearly 50%, literally, actually, 47% increase, and it is reaching approximately $11 million. Exports to NATO member countries are also increasing significantly, reflecting that Turkey's growing role in allied defense supply chains. And we also emphasize that according to SIPRI figures, Turkey's share global arms export, Turkey's role in global arms export has increased around 1.7%. It is also increasing in 1% in the last 20 years. I mean, it's increasing 0.8 to 0. something to 1.7. In other words, Turkey now has more than doubled its share of the global defense export market, making of the fastest growing defense exporters in the world. And what is behind that? Some Turkish companies, some Turkish firms, which is growing exporters in the world.